Hey guys, so today we're at my friend's RV and he doesn't have CarPlay or navigation in it, but I think today we got a really cheap, easy solution you can buy on Amazon. It'll give him a front dash cam and even a reverse camera if he wants, but he already has one in this unit, so we're not going to need to do that, but we'll do everything else. Let's give it a shot. So let's take a look what's in the box. Per Loyal, the name brand. But it's got this dash mount, which I think is going to be good for his dash because he's got a long dash and it'll be nice and secure. Let's see what's in here. All right, so here's the mount. It's a suction mount, so that's going to make it really easy. There's a suction mount and it's a long adjustable arm, so that's going to be good to, to fit the shape of his car. Okay, so here's the rear backup camera, which is really cool that it comes with a backup camera too. But we're not going to need to install it, but you can install this if you need to because he already has a backup camera, so we're not going to need to do that. But here's the pad for the dash mount. And this is where we're going to get power really easy to a cigarette lighter, and there's a USB port, so you won't be losing a port if you need that port for USB. It looks like an auxiliary cable. Oh, and here's the main unit itself. You can see it's nice and big. It's 10-inch screen. Here's the front dash cam. Really easy. You don't have to install anything. All right, let's give it a shot. All right, so for the rear, there's just this mounting mechanism right here, and what we're going to do is we're just going to slide that in, and then I'm going to click it in like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of place it and try to find a good spot for it so I know where I want to put the suction in the rear for it. So let's find a good spot. All right, so just a mock-up. We're going to have it resting something like that, and then we'll put the suction pad back there for there. Okay, so let's install that, see what it looks like. I'm just going to clean off the surface with some rubbing alcohol first. You don't want any dust or debris. So you want it nice and clean before you use the suction. And because this is pretty flat, I'm just going to use the suction. I'm not going to use the pad. If your surface is not flat, you might need to use the pad and the adhesive. But we'll first try it without it. And then if we need it later, we could always add it. All right, so let's line everything up. I'm going to push it down, and you can see back here, you press down, and then you lock it into place. Oops. All right, so we tried to use the suction, and it turns out there's too much texture on his surface, so we're going to use that pad after all. It's pretty simple. It's just adhesive. And make sure it's in, and of course take out the cover, and now we'll install it. Push it down, get the suction, and oh yeah, that feels much better. Okay, so now I'll just adjust the arm, and I'm going to let it rest a little bit on the front here. Okay, are we centered? Doesn't look like we're centered, so we'll probably have to move it. That's the nice thing about this adjustable arm. We could just keep moving it until we find the spot. Something like that. Looks good? All right, we can always move it later if we don't like the positioning, but something like that. And that's it for installing the screen. I've got this rubbery pad thing that I'm going to put over here just to rest it, so that it doesn't, you know, vibrate against the dash or anything like that. I think that should be good. All right. So if you do need a backup camera, this is probably the time you want to do it. But again, he already has a backup camera, so we don't need this. The front dash cam is already in the unit itself, so we don't need to worry about that. So let's just hook up the power. All right. To hook up the power, all you have to do is hook up this USB in the back, right there. And we're going to use this cigarette lighter port right here. And that's it. Oh, you can see it's already powering up. All right. Look at that. You can see the front dash cam. You can see my car right there, and it's already recording. So let's sync his phone to CarPlay, and then we're going to try to sync it to his Bluetooth. And if that doesn't work, there's always the auxiliary cable. All right, so let's sync up the CarPlay. So we're able to successfully connect his CarPlay, so now it's working good. Let's test the audio, if we could connect the Bluetooth to it, or we have to go regular. But first, let's just play a song. All right, you can see it's working with the regular speaker in here. You know, the audio is not great when you use this little speaker back here. So next we'll try the auxiliary, and then we'll try the Bluetooth. All right, so what we're doing is we're plugging in the auxiliary, and he has an auxiliary port down there. And now we should be able to use the speakers from the car. All right, sound quality is much better. That's great. Okay, so what we did was we unplugged the auxiliary and we paired Bluetooth to the car. So let's see if we could play it. All right.
You want to redo it?
No. All right, so there. I can't leave it on too long, but it's working wirelessly too. So that's perfect. So we could use auxiliary, but of course we're gonna go wireless if we could go wireless. All right, all done. It's that easy.